Hi, kids, and welcome to another math lesson. It's a terrific Tuesday, and I had so much fun with the funny videos yesterday of the dogs, and so I thought let's do it. Let's do a couple today also. So this little dog is really excited. This is how I get when I start doing math. Woohoo! Now this little next dog, he's just excited about math, and look how excited he gets. It's not the snow, it's like I get to go and I get to do math. Sliding all over. And looks like Mrs. Swim when she's really hungry and I'm ready for lunch. So those are your little funny videos for today. And on to our lesson. Today, my friends, we are going to go ahead and do lesson 2. We are on page 697. And we're going to go ahead, and in second grade, it says you talked about picture graphs with different pictures to represent the data. Today, we're going to do something called a pictograph. It uses the same symbol to represent more than one. For this reason, it's called a scaled picture graph. So we're going to look at example 1, favorite fruits. 15 students drew pictures of their favorite fruits on sticky notes. Their responses are shown in the picture graph. How can this data be displayed in a pictograph? So I take a look at my picture graph. It's showing me pictures of bananas, oranges, strawberries, and apples. Now they want me to use that information and make a pictograph. In this case, I'm using the same symbol, which is a basket, instead of doing individual pictures. It's really important on a pictograph to look at what the key tells me. So the key is saying that each basket is representing 2 students. So then I could reason out that if it's a half basket, it's going to probably represent just half of that. So it would be 1 student. So I'm going to put a 1 right here. Taking a look here, if I had bananas up on my picture graph, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in my pictograph, where each basket represents 2, I would have 2, 4, 6, only 3 of the baskets. Under the oranges, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if each basket represents 2, 2, 4, I will only have 2 baskets. My strawberries, if I show 1 basket, I know I had 2 strawberry lovers up there. And lastly, if I had 1.5, I know it's 2 plus 1, which means there were 3 people that really liked apples. There are half as many symbols in the pictograph. So we can put pictograph here, as there is in a picture graph. You have to be close. You have to pay close attention to what your key is representing to. It sometimes could be 2 students, 1 student, 3 students, any other way. All right. On the next page, we're showing this movie tickets. It says when you read a graph, you study or analyze the data. Then you are able to interpret the data or explain what you've learned. In example 2, we have this pictograph shows the results of a survey that Anton conducted. Who saw more movies than Grace? 2 more movies. So I'm going to underline what I need to find out here. I need to find out who saw 2 more movies than Grace. And I'm going to look down and analyze my data. So I have to first do an interpretation. It says on my key that each one of those movie tickets represent 2 movies. So I know here that Zach, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, he's done 12 movies. Well, the question is, who saw 2 more than Grace? I'm going to go down to Grace here, and Grace saw 2, 4, 6. So she saw 6 movies. Someone who saw 2 more would just have 1 more ticket. It looks like Carla. Carla had 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 movies. So Carla has seen 2 more movies than Grace. Let's go ahead and look at our guided practice now. Under guided practice, it says analyze the pictograph. Then write a sentence that interprets the data. That's really what we want with these graphs. We want to be able to interpret. So if I take a look at this particular pictograph, I first want to look at the key. The key says that each of these little smiley faces represent 2 days. So I know I have 2, 4, 6 sunny days here. I have 2 cloudy days. And I have 2, 4 snowy days. Sounds like the weather in Ohio. We've got sun one day, clouds the next day, and snow the other day. So if I take a look and I want to interpret this or analyze it, I want to interpret the data. Okay, I can see right now there are twice as many snow days as cloudy days. So I could put there are twice as many snowy days as cloudy days. I could say there are 4 more sunny days than cloudy days. So you create a sentence interpreting this data. Let's look on our next page. On independent practice, they would like you to display each of the data in the pictograph. So here's my pictograph. This is my frequency table. So they want us to write a sentence that interprets that data. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look here, and I have sport balls sold on Saturday. My title. The type of balls are football, baseball, basketball. The frequency tells me I have 6 footballs. The key on my pictograph says that each ball here is going to represent 2. So how many times does 2 go into 6? Well, let's see. This would be 2, 4, 6. I would put 3 balls because that represents 6 footballs. My baseballs are 4. So how many balls would I need to represent 4? Last but not least is the basketball. I'll help you with the basketball because it's a little different. We have 2, we have 4, we have 6, but then you're going to create just half of a ball because you only need half. You only need 1, not 2. Just like the basket in the previous example. I'm going to let you do 3 because 3 is pretty straightforward. On 4, it says a barn had 6 of each animal. So I have 6 cows, I have 6 horses, and I have 9 pigs. Pay close attention. 3 animals are represented with each letter A. So if I have 6 cows, I'm going to put 2 letter A's because it's the same as saying 3 plus 3. I'm going to let you do this. On the bottom, write a sentence analyzing this information. On the back part of your paper here, the problem solving, it says a pictograph represents 2 musical notes. Now, if each key, each symbol represents 3 people, and I have 2 of them, how many people enjoy rock music? Well, if each of those musical notes, there's 2 of them, represent 3 people, we're going to say this is 2 times 3 equals X. Well, then X is going to equal the number of people that I'm trying to figure out. My important information. And I then know that X equals how many people. And everybody here knows how to do that. My brain builder is a 3rd grade shoe size. They're size 2, 4, 6, and 8. And the important part here is I want to make sure I understand that in my key, each one of those shoes represent 4 students. Answer the questions about the pictograph. Paul says that the 5 students wear the most common shoe size. Is he correct? Well, he's looking here and he sees 5 shoes. And he's saying that that's the most common that 5 students wear. He's incorrect. There is no size 5, so he is not correct. No. It's not 5 students. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4, 20 students, and it's size 6. So he got a little confused, and I know you won't get confused. You've got this down. How many more students wear a size 4 shoe size than wear a size 2 or 8? Let's go ahead and figure out size 2, there's just one shoe. So I know there's just 4 students that have a size 2. 4 plus 4 plus 4, or 3 times 4 is 12. 12 students have a size 4. We know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4 would be 20 students have a size 6, and we only have 4 students with a size 8. Let's look at our question again. How many more students wear a size 4? So we have 12 people with a size 4 than wear a size 2 or 8. Well, a 2 and an 8, they only have 4 students. So it would be an answer of 12 minus 4, which equals 8. How many students were asked for their shoe size? If you add 1, 2, 3, 4, and my friends, I'm going to go back up here. When they say the question, and Mrs. Swint was incorrect here because it says wear a size 2 or 8. Well, if I had 2 wearing, if a size 2, I had 4 wearing size 2 and 4. Let's switch this around. It's actually 12 minus 8, isn't it? You got me there, didn't you? We're going to go ahead, and Mrs. Smith's going to try to erase that. Boy, oh boy. I was just seeing if you knew what you were doing. Evidently, I had everybody saying, what? So we've got 4 here. On the last part here, it says how many students were asked. Again, we need to count how many shoes and multiply it by 4. Down below, it says ask 10 people which of the 3 states they would like to visit. If I needed to go ahead and do this, you could make this up. You could, on the frequency chart here, my friends, you could say that there are, 10. Let's do 3, 4, and 3, however you want to do it. Or because your key is going to be an even number, if you want to keep it all even, we could do 2, 6, and 2. It's your choice. Let's check out your homework to see what they've got for us. Your homework, draw scaled picture graphs. It looks like it's pretty straightforward here. Make sure you write a sentence that interprets the data. And then on brain builders, make sure nothing's confusing here. I think we're good. If you're unsure about the correct words in the definitions, you can go back in the beginning of the lesson, and that could help you out. All right, that's everything for today. It was a great day. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. Take care. Bye-bye.